Hey there, I'm James McKinven.
And I'm Dago Renouf.
And you're listening to This Indie Life. This Indie Life follows the journey of two indie hackers as we navigate the good, bad and ugly, attempting to turn our indie hacker dreams into reality. Each week you can tune in to see what progress we've made to achieve those dreams. Dago runs a logo generator business called Logology and a Twitter course called Dominate Twitter. I run a podcast production business called Podpanda and I'm trying to grow my leather wallet side project, Whitstable Craft Co. Don't forget, we're on YouTube now and you can find that in the first link in the show notes. Now in this episode, Dago gets himself into debt, only works 19 hours in a week, and enjoys using AI. I don't know if we're ever going to get the old Dago back. Meanwhile, I managed to publish an episode of Indie Bites with my Leatherman, increase my prices despite my reservations. I'm about to hit a big milestone for the month. Let's get into it. People are missing you on Twitter. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw a few people say, "Oh, I miss him." First of all, I love it when I see that. Obviously, I'm like, "Oh shit!" I really connected with people, and I miss them too. I miss people. I miss Twitter. I miss hanging out and this vibe. But there's also something because this summer I took a break from Twitter, a long one, 4 weeks. And when I came back, a lot of people had left. And then I sent DM to people and they told me, "Oh, when you left, it was boring, so I left too." I feel kind of proud, and at the same time I'm like, shit, it's too much on my shoulders. Just keep using Twitter, guys. I feel like because it puts pressure on me, because if I don't tweet for too long, then people just stop going to Twitter entirely, and when I come back, they don't see my stuff because they're not on Twitter anymore.
Yeah,
and I'm actually losing some of my audience because that's very scary to me.
I can't imagine it's that many people though.
No, if it's huge fans who interact with my content a lot, it has a big impact.
Yeah, fair enough. Did you see the guy that's doing a meme a day until you come back?
Yeah, I love that. I thought it was awesome that someone was taking the torch from me, and people need the memes, I think.
So what have you been doing?
The funny thing is I take it a bit easier. I think I work less. I haven't done a huge week. At the time of recording, it's end of day number 4 of the week, and I only did 19 hours. So it's low for me. Low for me. Last week total I did more. I did 40, but the week before that I did 19 total.
What have you been doing with all your time?
I'm kind of relaxing and meditating and thinking of what's next. So I spend a lot of time. Okay, today for example I'm organizing tweets and all the ideas I had, because I want new ideas. And because I'm so bored. And a couple hours ago I realized something, because I'm still selling courses. Sold 4 courses today and 2 logos, and this month almost made 2K with logos already and 4Ks with the course, without tweeting, without being active, just relaxing. So I realized I could literally just tweet and that would be enough to make a living.
I was wondering about this because I didn't know what would happen after the launch had happened, and then now you're off Twitter. Would the sales have just sort of dropped off?
So the fact that I'm off Twitter, the sales are lower, obviously, but I could be way higher but I know, because I've had experience with Logology for 1.5 years already, that when I come back, it's going to go back up. And so now I'm just at this amazing place where I could just spend my time tweeting and not do anything else with my life, and we would make good money. I was thinking about all that and then realizing, basically relaxing a bit, because I finally can relax a bit. We are planning the move. This morning we went and got financing for the car. So,
dude, good work.
Yeah, so I'm going to be in debt like you now. So, we are going to pay 236 euros every month for the car.
Mate, that's child's play debt. Come on.
I know. I'm a child next to you, but that's the first time I'm in debt in my life. Dude, that's scary. I need to sell 3 courses per month to make that. So 5, because then you have taxes.
It's a slippery slope, because that's how I rationalize some of the debt that I get in. It's it's just a couple more edits. So welcome to Debtland. It's only downhill from here, but that's a really fair price to pay for a car. I remember my first finance deal was for a Ford Fiesta ST, and it was £300 a month, and that almost crippled me because I wasn't earning enough to afford that much. Yeah, but that's cool. What car did you go for?
Toyota Yaris. Yeah. A hybrid, yeah, I love Toyotas because I love how like they have all the equipment. Like even like with at the low cost version, you have the CarPlay thing, you have video when you go reverse. You have all these fancy things. Yet it's pretty affordable and it's hybrid, so which I like.
One thing I'm noticing is you've turned into me. You're working 19 hours a week and you're now in debt.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm in debt. I'm working little. Shit.
Be careful.
I know it's mean, but like I'm even gaining weight now. I'm gaining weight. And I'm like, sorry, dude, but that's true. I'm gaining weight. Shit, you're right. I'm gaining weight. I'm in debt.
So you've still taking your break from Twitter, you're meditating, you're working less, you've got your car, you're in debt. What else have you been doing on your time off?
Yeah, no, like the big thing I've been doing is I'm working on logology too. And so with Lucy, we started looking into AI. Because there was all this buzz about AI-generated logos. So, we spent some money on DALL-E, on Midjourney, and trying some things. And it's fun. It's very fun. But like, Lucy is very good at killing my fun. Because like, she's a design expert. She knows what looks good. And she knows what looks bad. And so, no matter how good I thought my prompt was, no matter how good I think the result looked, logo-wise, she was like, no, it's shit. And I was like, dude, it's like way better than any kind of AI logos we've seen. It's like amazing. It could be sold like for a lot of money. And she's like, yeah, no, but like this line doesn't look good. It's not good. And so it was a bit depressing for me. But at the same time, I noticed that it's just a buzz thing. Like AI is cool. And, I'm keeping my eye on it and we are studying it because you never know. But I realize how I don't like to build products like this. I don't want to build a product because, AI is cool. It's not my way of building products. So after a few days doing that, I went back to what are people's problems? And let me tell you, so I asked in a few forums, I asked on Indie Hackers, on Product Hunt, I asked on Reddit, a few places, what is your main problem with design related to your startup? Like graphic, visual designs and brand design and all that. And, nobody talks about logos. Nobody gives a shit about getting an AI logo. It's not the problem they have. Like startup founders aren't like, oh yeah, I need a good logo. Like it's like a very small problem. So focusing on problem and the pain and listing all these. And so very excited because now we found like the real problem. And the real problem is like confidence and expertise in design. Like the main thing people say is, I don't know shit about design. I know I suck, but I don't know how to solve it.
How are you thinking of baking that into the product?
It's not clear yet. Lucy yesterday had a genius idea. I'm a bit scared of sharing it, but at the same time, I have no idea how to build it. So might as well share it. and she said, we should do Grammarly for design. So basically you put a design and the thing tells you, oh, this spacing is wrong. This color isn't going well with this color. Click on a button and then it fixes it and it looks awesome. I was like, shit, this is what people need. But I have no idea how to build it. And I probably don't want to spend time building it because it's like time sink. So we're going to start with a simpler solution, probably based around basically a shit ton of templates, but like that get automatically configured and prepared with advice too, not just templates, also advice. And I think it's going to be, good enough to start.
Do you do like design audits? Because that Grammarly thing, instead of doing it as software, Lucy could actually take a look at people's design and tell them where they...
Yeah, but like that service, we want to automate. Like logology is automated. Like logology is automated. So I'm sure it would work. Like it's already working because some people do like, I review your landing page in 48 hours. That's kind of the same thing. You can do the same with design. I know this would be a successful service. I'm pretty sure it would be because I know the customers, I know the market. It's just that you can make a shit ton of money with that, I think. It's just that it's boring. I want to build something automated. I want to build a tool. I want to have something where like right now I can take a break and it still makes money. Like this guy who did Design Joy. And it's amazing. He was making a shit ton of money, but he was basically just a very well paid freelance. And no, that's it. Like that's basically it.
No, it's true. It's that true.
And that's amazing, but like that's not my goal. That's not my because we could have done that with logology like 3 years ago. We could have done expensive, custom design, but even though we have some requests, we most of the time say no because like it's not fun. Like if I wanted to be a freelance, I would have stayed a freelance. I want to build products and have automated stuff. So yeah, looking for ways to automate it with logology, and I think we're going to succeed. And also, I'm confident because now that I had success with my course, I know how to write good landing pages, and I'm already excited to write that and build a product that goes alongside it, and hopefully get logology from, basically make it 2 or 3 times more profitable for the same number of traffic. That would be awesome.
When do you want to launch it? When are these changes happening for you?
So the problem is the vision we have is very ambitious, and I know it's a trap. It's always a trap to build something too big. We all know this. If you spend years working on it and you launch and it fails, you just wasted time. And at the same time, I was ambitious with my Twitter course, managed to do it in 5 months, and in the end, very successful. And now it's word of mouth. It's selling itself because it's quality. So that's one of my reflections right now is how do you find a balance? Because creating something impressive, something that's make people go, whoa, shit, which is the case with my course. It's better than if you do it in a fucking weekend, So the goal would be to launch it in 5 months, because basically if we do this right, we need to build a lot of UI kind of templated designs, which we don't have. If we could make it in June, that's my goal. Beyond that, we're going to start getting depressed. And before that, probably not going to be able to finish what we want to create.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely. I was thinking people might be screaming down their phones at the moment about AI and saying, Dago, you need to embrace AI. And it's good that you dug into it and got excited by it. And for those that might be listening for the first time, Dago works on logology with his other half, Lucy. And when she's pointing out the errors in or the stuff wrong with whatever AI is creating, is there a world where that can be used as inspiration? Because a lot of people might think that that's a good use case of it for you, where the logos still are handcrafted, but it can use for that inspiration.
Yeah, so we had an idea about that because right now when you go on logology, most of the packages, like the $100 packages, you get a license. So you cannot trademark it. It's not a unique design made for you. It's just from our catalog. You don't own it fully. You're just you have a license and you can use it. And then if you want to later get a unique version, trademark it and all that, you can come back and then Lucy is going to design a specific version just for you. And we were thinking with AI, we could make that way more easy. We would need basically a system where Lucy can generate hundreds of variants of our existing logos, because that's what we're doing. We're inputting our existing logos and the AI is generating variants in different styles. That's what we try to do. And it's working quite well. Not good enough to be off the shelf, but almost. So we were thinking what we could do is I could create a system where she just generates tons of variations of her logos, picks the 10 best ones that she likes, and then add a small note next to it, what needs to change, what's the small fix that's needed, and then send it to some virtual assistant somewhere who just does the change and uploads the file on our website, and then we sell it for $500, a unique version just for you, exclusive logo. And we thought that could be good. So that's something we might do. It's your time, James. Go. You only have 22 minutes.
So I finally got over my mental blocker to publishing Indie Bites. I've not published an episode since the end of November, and I look back at last year. I did the exact same thing. Stopped at the end of November, didn't publish in December, and it was sort of mid-Jan before I posted another one. So that happened, finally published an episode. It's with my Leatherman, who has been elusive for people who have been following along the leather journey. My Leatherman built up a leather supply business and recorded an episode with him in his workshop. I actually saw him today. He came down to Canterbury because I'm giving him a microphone because we're starting a leathercraft podcast.
Wow. Crazy news.
Yeah, well, I don't know if any indie people want to listen to a leathercraft podcast. It's completely different to, with the one, I can sort of talk about it to indies. With leathercraft, it's completely different. So I need to build a fresh audience for it. However, there are not very many good crafting podcasts out there at the moment. So I'm co-hosting with him. We're doing an interview. It's going to fill a gap. And there are a ton of crafters out there that want this type of content that just don't have anything that's serving them right now. So
you can go after the Etsy creators crowd and stuff like this.
Exactly. And when you're crafting, it's a lot of time where you're just making stuff and you can't like watch films, so you have background music, whatever.
Yeah.
So if you have a specific podcast to listen to, I think it can work quite well. And my
Nice
Leatherman,
product.
Jared, who you'll listen to on the pod, is really good, engaging chap and knows a ton about leather.
I love it that you start doing pods out of passion more. You have like one big client bringing money and then passion pods and then the wallets.
Yeah, this is definitely a passion pod. Indie Bites has been... I was having a chat with someone. It definitely feels like more of a job at the moment. I don't have as much love for it. I don't know what it's going to take for that love to come back, but I still want to publish it consistently because I've got a really good thing going with it. There's a lot of people that tune in to listen to Indie Bites. It's still a very good, high quality show. I still get to meet great people, but I think I need like a massive guest or something that can really like fire some energy into me about it. I had Sean Puri from My First Million. It's like the most popular pod at the moment. Reply to one of my tweets and follow me on Twitter. I was like, this is my time. This is my chance. I'm going to try and see if he wants to come on. And so I shooted my shot, and like got everyone to chime in and say, yeah, Jim's got a great pod. You should come on, Sean. And he didn't reply. So we'll see. Maybe it's still going to happen. I'm very grateful for Twitter at the moment because I think everything that's happened recently with the wallets has all been through Twitter. And when we publish this podcast, I get tons of DMs and messages from people who have listened to the show. And I just want to give a shout out to a few people who, after listening to the last episode about me talking about my habits and wanting to lose weight, even with the money stuff, they send me DMs, give me their experiences and send me tons of advice. And I've had some really in-depth conversations. Sam from Down Under, he's been really helpful, like sharing his experiences with mental health and fitness and stuff that's worked for him, like really genuinely kind advice. And then Daniel today has been sending me some amazing messages, and I'm just really grateful for it, like just through people listening to this podcast and just helping a stranger.
That's what I love about Twitter too. Like it's like we're all alone. Like you're alone in your little town making wallets, and I'm alone in my French town. Not one single indie hacker in sight, and except my wife. And then we're like we're a community. We're like there's hundreds or thousands of us now connected. I don't know, it's a superpower. I think that's why there's so many indies too. It's like because of social media now you can connect with other people, because else you just feel weird and you don't go for it. Because how are you gonna go for it if you're alone? Like when you're together with other people, it's way more motivating. Crazy.
It's definitely the kindest, most loving community I've been in, and I've got my best lifelong friends through indie hacking, through Ramen Club and Indie Biz meetup that I do. Like on the note of people being generous and kind and friendly, I want to give another shout out to James Sowers, who has been a client of mine, but he's just so lovely, like so nice, and is so understanding of my situation. And it's people like this, when I'm feeling down and struggling with things, that makes me realize it's all going to be fine. You've got people here that are supporting you, and just wanted to express some more gratitude to people like that. I can't wait till I'm in a much better position financially and with experience, that I can help people that have been in my position that I'm in now. And it's nice seeing what other people are doing to help me out. Arvid Carl's another one who's just so kind and lovely and helpful.
Yeah.
These sorts of people, I want to replicate what they're doing to others who might have been in my position. On the wallet side, it's been another pretty exciting week, to be honest, because after much thought about it, after much pushback, after as many people as possible telling me, I raised the prices. They are now very profitable.
What's the change in profitability?
I wouldn't know percentage, but I've raised the prices basically £40 across the board. So instead of them being for £50, they're now 90. And the reason I chose this price is because it then gives me some breathing room on the wallets, that if something goes wrong or if I need to make a big leather order, I've just got that breathing room. I'm just like setting them for such tiny margins at the moment. They're at about 70-80% now, which is much nicer. And also I wanted the perception of value to be higher.
Because like I'm on the website right now and I'm like, shit, I want another one even more now because it's more expensive.
Exactly. It feels more premium, and I'm shocked it took me so long to do this because I was worried. The raising prices is a scary thing to do.
Yeah, it is
But
very
actually, I fully believe in the value of these wallets. They are sublime quality. I put my heart and soul into every single one. I use the best leather in the business. And when I'm competing with companies like Mulberry or Hugo Boss or Tommy Hilfiger, who are selling their card holders for £100 plus, I'm thinking, my quality is far superior. Why are they cheaper? And I wonder if other people have the same question. So if I'm competing in that market, I need to be valued at that market rate.
Do you have like new picks on the site? Because it seems like it's new picks. Like I see lots of new colors.
Yeah, dude.
Because it looks so sexy now. Like it used to be like 3 brown wallets, and now it's like 1 red, 1 blue, 1 orange. So fucking hot. Wow.
Yeah, so I finally put new pictures up. I've been meaning to do that for about a year. I haven't updated them since because now the wallets have the logo in them. And I was sort of scared of doing them, but actually it was kind of quick to do. I did them in an evening. And where I've been getting all the new leathers from the Leatherman, I've been creating new designs and what I call these one-off ones. So if you look at all of these, they're just different and creative and unique. And I've gone into each listing and there's a little bit about each leather that you're getting. There's stuff from Italy, from Tuscany. There's stuff from the US. I've combined some of them. And they're still these high quality card holders. And all it took was just an evening of setting up my camera, setting up my lighting, and start taking some photos.
Good fucking pictures. Like it looks as professional as it can be. Perfect.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? That I just do this in my little house, my little room with my little cats. So yeah, raised the prices, updated the website with the new pictures, and I checked my sales for the month. I'm approaching £1,000 in sales.
Yes,
it may have even
I'm rooting for you to
$1,000.
stabilize 1K, so I'm so happy.
Mate, I was really worried that after December, and I was speaking about this, that it would go down. I have been way more active on Twitter about the wallets, and I think a lot of those sales have come through there.
Yeah, I see you on Twitter a lot.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm spending a lot of time doing the wallet, so I want to share with people part of the process. And it's lovely because people are getting involved. People are enjoying it. I went to the pub yesterday, and my tweet today, I basically was in a group, and then I realized that everyone had a Whitstable Craft Code wallet, and it was just this weird, awesome feeling that I've made these wallets, and now these people carry around with them every day. So that was a cool feeling. And knowing that the first month of the year that I thought would be the biggest drop off, I'm now approaching £1,000 in sales. Great. What can I do next month? What can I do the month after?
Yeah.
How quickly can I get that to that 10K a month goal that I think I can get to?
Hey, you got a lot of testimonials on Twitter, don't you? Like a lot of people saying it's awesome.
Yeah,
right?
it's
thinking,
like second on my list to do, to add some testimonials, because some people have said some really, really, really lovely things about the
wallets. Yeah, because I'm thinking on your landing page, that's the only thing missing is at the bottom.
Well, absolutely. Let's keep me accountable to this, because I do want them on the site. You're the second person that says I need to get some of these on the site. It should be simple to do. I'll have that done by next week because I've got loads of them, and it should be simple to just add a few.
Yeah. Side note, I haven't put testimonials on the Dominate Twitter site, even though I have more than 200. So, yeah. So that's funny.
You got to get them on there too then, Dago.
Yeah, I do.
So with the wallets, my next step after adding testimonials is getting content out. The shorts content that I've been talking about for 2 months that I haven't done yet. I finally shot some this week. I'm going to start pumping that out. I want to do one every day for the next 60 days. It's not going to be like I'm shooting and making the videos every day. I'm going to batch them, shoot them all on a Monday and post them throughout the week. Because if you want to do short form right, you can't sort of dabble in and out. You've got to be consistent with it. I mean, one a day is not actually enough for some of these sites. So I want to get on with doing that and just see what happens if I do it consistently. Because earlier last year I did every day for 2 weeks, and I had some videos that did really well. I didn't get any sales through it, but that was just 2 weeks of trying. If I can do 2-3 months of trying, very interested to see. But if I don't do it, I'll never know. So I need to get on with it.
It always works. Like if you just be consistent with the social media, you post every day. Except if you're really incapable of learning from your mistakes, you can only grow.
Cool, man. Well, let's wrap it up here.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to this episode of This Indie Life. Hope you enjoyed the chat between me and Dagobert here. If you've got any questions or feedback, feel free to send us a message on Twitter. Our handle is @IndieLifePod. I'll pop a link in the show notes for you. And if you want to watch us instead of a listen, a reminder that the pod is on YouTube now. That's all from me. Stay indie. James out.